from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
42-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Allen off the play fake. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
2nd and 9.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 2nd down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
To throw again. Allen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
3rd and goal.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And this time he is in. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision.
Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
Flushed out right. Going deep this time for Mel. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 58 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense make...
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports.
14-14.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
He's brought down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, Bears.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
17 yards. First down, Chicago.
Back to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Bears first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. Second down.
2nd and 10. At the 2-yard line.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there, a big one.
The 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
The kick is good.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Bears 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, Allen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
58, come on. 58, come on. Check three.
On 1st down, Allen. Oh, that was dangerous. Allen threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Allen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
15-yard line.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 12-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. from 3 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Justin Tucker.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Rolled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Set at the line for this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to leave.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Let's go, team.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is into the end zone. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Ravens 42. Bears 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Just Peters on the coverage.
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Baltimore. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1.
One more time with Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and goal to go.
From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Ravens 49, Bears 14. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
14. Justin Tucker to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
That's the score. Ravens 63, Bears 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on third down, just one. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Tyler Lockett, 66 yards. And the Bears claw one back.
The Bears will line up.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Bears 22.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
A 6-yard gain.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football.
up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Flush to his right. And to the right side here, it's Allen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 16. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and...
It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another. This thing is ugly.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over first and 10
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chicago.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
On the coverage.
Number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This will be fielded at the 17. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
They could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponents.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.